the purple loosestrife. Um, this is a plant which is native to Europe and Asia, and it's been invading our roadside wetlands since the early 19th century, all throughout North America. It lives on the edges of ponds, lakes, streams, beaches, ditches, and irrigation channels, and it can go to about 2.5 meters in height. It has purple flowers with around 5 to 7 petals, arranged on long flower spikes at the tip, but there's also 3 to 10 centimeters at the edge with that are smooth. The rhizomes can produce 30 to 50 vertical stems, and they also have a square spindle. The purple loosestrife forms dense stands and thick root mats, which reduces space and reduces nutrient availability. They degrade wildlife and they can reduce ecosystem biodiversity. They also clog irrigation canals, degrade agricultural land, and reduce forage quality. To prevent and control the spread, to learn to identify the purple loosestrife, to cut the stems before they set seed, so the months of June, July, and August, or there's also manual grubbing. We also only should buy native or non-invasive plants for gardens, avoid composting them, and putting the plants in plastic bags and throwing them in the garbage. So the purple loosestrife produces or can produce up to 2.7 million seeds per season.
I was wondering, like I used to drive along the highways in Ontario and Quebec and see purple loosestrife like in the roadside ditches, like all over the place. And I know that they introduced a beetle from Europe, which apparently eats the leaves, and it seems to have mostly kept it under control. Are there areas that you know about in our area that where this, is a problem still?
C'est un problème dans notre région.
Said that they introduced a species which
A beetle, yeah.
is it a beetle?
Yeah, the beetle eats
Oh
the
yeah,
leaves.
it's a predator for the purple loosestrife.
Yeah, a beetle to help to control the
spread.
The spread, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I remember I saw that. It's not really efficient. In my memory, but when the species was noted in southern Quebec about 15-20 years ago, people thinks it will be a real problem because the extension of species looked to be very aggressive, but it didn't happen, and it's not it's not a big problem than they expected. And for the moment in Outaouais, it's really located for the moment, but in Montérégie, southern Quebec, the west part of Eastern Township, some fields are covered by loosestrife, and in that place it can be a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But in this species is used in Charlevoix area by a papeterie, paper industry, paper
really?
manufacturing.
Oh,
Yeah, in Saint Joseph la Rive. I don't know if you know that place, and they use the petals of the flowers to fabriquer, to make paper for love letters. And it's really, really popular, the use of it. But they have some use of that plant, but normally if we found it, it's preferred to eliminate them because they are not interesting for pollinators, for bees and rasp. They don't produce a lot of pollens and nectar. It's not a plant very interesting for other insects.